All right, not normal.
So let's talk about like structure in our thinking.
All right, not normal. Today we're going to talk about hustles for young people. So this might be kind of meandering, but it's going to be good, and I'll probably give you a lot of great ideas. So, all right, Walker. Walker's just about to cut loose on one of these. Let's talk about one of
I
them.
don't know if this is for young people, but it is a hustle.
All right,
Um,
let's go.
when I was in Puerto Rico and I met that dude in the hot tub who runs a windmill farm in Caguas,
Yeah.
I've been thinking about windmills for like the last 2 years because it's like, I don't know, it's cool. They're huge projects and then they're pretty much hands-free once they're up, besides like pest maintenance.
Yeah.
But why don't they just have bigger generator boxes, like with more gears or one on each side? Because wouldn't that double the power output?
Same blades, just
It's not,
two turbines.
yeah, the same blades. It doesn't seem like it would slow it down at all. Like it wouldn't, I don't think it would split the power between two. It would just double it. I've
I
thought
think
that for like the last 8 months.
I guess
There's probably a reason.
if you had enough power to turn the turbines, I think there is resistance to turn the gearboxes. So if you had enough wind, you could probably power two, I guess. Yeah, why don't those suckers
I
just
don't
add
know.
two gearboxes on there?
It just seems like you could just add more gearboxes. Maybe not. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
But yeah,
What are some other cool things you're seeing people doing? Some hustles that people are working on right now?
just talking about my buddy that does reselling stuff. He's part of a Discord, and the Discord, he paid like $10 or something to get into
Yeah,
it. I don't know
10
where
bucks
they
a
get
month,
their information.
and you get some information
No,
on.
he said one time, or maybe they just canceled it and they can't kick him out. I don't know. But um, yeah, he'll get a buy signal and then he'll just buy like some bulk order. He said he bought like bar stools last time and he got like 6 of them. And then he just resells one at a time and he makes a few $100. And that's pretty cool. Or
Yeah.
yesterday, he told me he went and bought a Pokemon card and then for like $150, and he took it to a card shop, which I didn't even know that was a thing, but he took it to a card shop and he's like, yeah, I sold it for 400 same day. And I was like, that's more than some people's full day working paid. And he did like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you know your cards, I think that's awesome. That's awesome.
I don't think he does. He just looked it up on like Google. I
Yeah,
don't think he's into that at all.
yeah.
No,
All right. Well,
just into making money.
yeah.
Yeah.
One of Truman's friends
Uh,
is well, Truman's working on making just graphic thumbnails for YouTubers and providing some support for that because the content has to be made all the time. So he's into design and he's learning softwares. So he's making thumbnails and other visual support assets. So that's a cool little hustle that he's working on.
does he have like a YouTuber? Is he doing it for Jerry?
And me and mom.
Oh,
Yeah. And I keep feeding him stuff. So
well,
yeah, he's picking it up really quick. What are some
yeah.
other cool hustles you see people working on? Even if they're not cool, just
Uh, it's tough because a lot of them are like the hustles go viral, so not a lot of them are unique. But
that's okay. It's all right. Like, just what are people doing?
um, okay, well, I mean, I know somebody who drop ships. That's about as stereotypical as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
But he likes that. He partnered with somebody for the first few months to try and um he figured he doesn't know anything. So he partnered with this dude, but then ultimately the dude did nothing and he built everything. And he was just kind of losing money on that. So few months later, he decided to make a new one, and now he just is more profitable because it's not splitting everything.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I think he was fronting all the costs. Like, the more I hear about people going into business with partners, the less appealing it sounds. Like, I almost like very rarely is it a success, I feel like.
I think most of the time people don't have it organized and spelled out, and so there's a lot of there could be a lot of problems, a lot of undefined expectations.
Yeah. Austin was talking about how his YouTube channel he partnered with somebody, and he felt like his partner just wouldn't even talk to him after they started working together for like 8 months. Couldn't even get a hold of the dude.
Dude,
He was
that's
pretty
terrible.
disappointed with that situation.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, so something to think about,
Yeah.
partners.
Another cool thing that a couple people that we know are doing is working on contacting owners of real estate and trying to get a deal and then reselling it. So wholesaling properties. And
That's how I went and looked at a lot like 2 days ago.
no,
I did. It was in Springville. It has a view of the valley.
yeah,
Um, the agent was kind of grilling me. It's like, so which developing company do you work for? And I don't know. I said like JNL Development or something. And we'll see. But apparently there's some fault line that causes a lot of problems, and that's why it's hasn't sold yet or anything. But
yeah,
I think that one might be a little out of my reach, but could be cool.
yeah, good. I
There's a
still
lot of
think that,
government
yeah,
interference.
I still think teaming up with a few guys to work on wholesale system with clearly defined roles and outcomes to do a couple deals is a sweet hustle.
Yeah.
You get the teamwork going, you get the camaraderie, you get the benefit of, actually closing out a deal, and then you can choose to move on separately after that, or you can keep working together on another one, I think that's a
Yeah.
kind of model. So
Oh,
Truman's
I just
coming
thought
up
of
with
another
one.
hustle.
Okay, let's go for it.
I went golfing with my friend 2 or 3 days ago in the
Yeah.
oldest golf course in Utah. Oldest public golf course.
All right.
It's called like Nibble Creek or something. It's in Salt Lake. Um, but he's the guy who does like he's into the K-truck arbitrage,
Yeah.
selling the little Japanese trucks. So we're talking about that for like an hour.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool gap in the market because they're super popular here, but they don't meet safety standards, so they can't make them and they can't sell them
But
unless
he's
they're over 25 years old. So there's a whole market in Japan of selling all the old ones that can be grandfathered in. I don't know if that's the right term, but that's where the opportunity is because they can't make them here, despite how popular they are.
That's
They don't
fun.
meet safety standards.
I bet they're still running fine though. Japanese trucks.
No, they run great. Yeah.
So he's still doing that.
So that's the opportunity.
Does he fix
He's
them at
thinking
all?
about going in on one. Huh?
Does he have to fix them and refurb them at all, or he just brings them in as is?
He hasn't, but we were talking about doing that because obviously that would be a hit, lift it, put big tires on them, probably go for more. So that would be cool. I was looking at that last night, just watching videos on it
Yeah.
because it's interesting and it's a cool thing. Even if that was a one-time thing, it was cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Didn't
Definitely.
Truman? I saw a picture Truman posted where they had the surfboards in the back of a K truck in our driveway.
Yeah, they took one. They showed up the surfboards. They took it surfing to
That's so sick.
They said it was a hit while they're at the beach.
Where'd they go? Elko Cal or Crescent?
No, I think it's Aqua Cal.
Really?
I think so.
That's so sick.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, those things would, I think that's a good little niche for a while. That's cool.
Yeah. And we probably could send them straight up the Columbia River and drop them off in Vancouver, I would assume.
From Japan?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you could actually. There is a port in Portland, and they do have a port in Vancouver where I've seen large, I think it was Subarus were getting unloaded there. So it all depends on the route.
Oh, there you go.
Sometimes it's
Don't even have to go out of the way.
just send them right to you. Yeah.
Straight to your front door.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be really fun to try.
Yeah, that project would be good.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing is there's lots of cool ways to like see opportunities and put something together.
Yeah.
You don't have to be limited to even what you've done before. Like you can see that no, K trucks would be interesting and go for that. Make it happen.
Definitely. Yeah. For sure.
Or your you know, cousin who's learned 3D modeling and welding and then created his own
Yeah.
own position at a data center. And I mean, no one gave it, he didn't have to apply probably, he just created it because he just showed
Pretty
them.
much. Yeah. He
So
kind of told them what they needed. That's how he described it.
yeah, that's awesome. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I always say that
So
I think so many opportunities at the intersection of like one or two or more interests.
mhm.
Because if you're just a modeler, then you're just a modeler. If you're just a welder, you're just a welder. But if you kind of bring things
Yeah.
together, you see two things in a new way,
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah. All right. Any more
Creative.
hustles we should talk about before we wrap this one up?
What are your thoughts on gold right now?
Right now. Gold
Yep.
was
Today,
making
April
all-time
22nd.
highs. I think it may be close. Let me see real quick. It is, I think it's a great inflation hedge, a great way to save. It's not an exciting speculation, but as a way of preserving purchasing power, I think it's a solid move.
Yeah.
A lot of wealthy people are, buying gold as just a core holding, but you're not going to get the 10x, 20x that all young people want.
No?
I don't think so.
Yeah. That just reminded me of another cool thing that Jacob told me. Maybe I'm out of the loop. Maybe this is common knowledge, but we were talking about the halving, and I was like, the price hasn't really changed much. And he said that the ETFs, the new legislation is there's only a 1 day buy delay. So if you place the order, it takes a day to delay. And since it happened like a late Friday night, the markets close over the weekend. And so there haven't been any ETF they can't purchase until Monday, and it won't go through till Tuesday. So he thought that's when you would notice a price difference. And then we were talking about the miners and how many of them are not going to be profitable because of how much harder it is to mine. And he was saying that he's looked at some of their stocks and he thought they would also move heavily on Tuesday.
The
Not
miners.
Monday. Yeah,
So they
because some of
move
them are
up.
just not going to be profitable all of a sudden.
So he thought the miners would move down.
Yeah, he thought the prices would drop steep until Bitcoin's expensive enough that it's profitable again for them to run, but it's not
Hmm.
yet.
Interesting,
So they're just gonna turn off and stop producing.
interesting thought. Yeah.
But I hadn't even thought about the fact that there's a delay. I thought it'd be instantaneous.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. I didn't know about the 1 day delay. Interesting. I think once the market starts ripping, even the miners that are unprofitable are gonna start going bonkers just because that's how it is.
Yeah.
Anything related to crypto just goes nuts. So
Yeah.
not a great reason to invest, but it seems to go that way.
True. He said in the past he'd invest every Monday, I think,
Mm-hmm.
because the ETFs would place their orders on Monday and then spike the price on Wednesday because it used to be 2 days. And so he would like time it, which I thought was like, that was cool. Maybe that's common. Maybe a lot of people do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he would time it on Monday. That way he gets in before all the old people's retirement funds. Spike the price.
That'd be fun.
But
to
he's saying
look at.
now he's like, I'm not the only one who does that. So now the price spikes earlier, like because everyone's anticipating, so everyone's buying before the ETFs buy. So he's like, might have to switch it up and buy even earlier than the week.
That'd be
But
cool. Look into that and see.
that was new to me. I hadn't heard of anyone doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. Well, Walker, if someone's watching here and they want to hang around other people who are hustling and young, driven, smart entrepreneurs willing to chart their own course and create their own destiny, where should they go?
Notnormal.com. That's what I always say.
Absolutely. If you want to grab a magazine, we got digital and physical. So this comes out once a month. Notnormal.com.
You can go.
Pick it up.